Alright, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Part 3, Episode 33. We have the great and evil child creeper, Alessi, who is coming after Polnareff.
Right, who was in the middle of something.
Yes, why'd you have to ruin his good time?
I mean, I know Polnareff has the worst luck and everything, but I mean, he was already a little kid. Like, it can't get much worse than that. And we don't know what happened to the lady, whether she was killed or turned into a little girl or whatever. Yeah. Hopefully Jotaro shows up with Star Platinum, save them. I'm
rooting for my Silver Chariot MVP theory, where Silver Chariot is still really fast, just not very strong.
Yeah,
so he's able to. Well, not just that. Maybe be able to just push Polnareff like really far, just be like, run, or just drag him by his hair. You know, like
sure,
we gotta go.
Yeah.
Alright guys, this is gonna be crazy, so without further ado, let's get into it. Everything changed when the child rapist attacked, you know? Okay, awesome.
Oh, did it break Silver Chariot's sword?
Well, it was broken a while ago, remember?
Oh, ooh.
Oh! Yeah, where did she go?
Is she gonna come in with like a baseball bat and like hit him?
Oh my gosh! Jeez! This is terrifying!
And then
wow!
The opening, okay.
Whoa! They're really trying to make us think like he could die here.
Right, even though like we know it's all gonna turn out okay, you know.
I mean, it is.
Like no one has actually died this part. Like even the one time where we thought someone did, they didn't. So
that's true. And if anyone is going to die, like you could totally have it be with a character prior to this. But let's not have it be when they're turned into a kid, you know, and attacked by some kind of molester. Let's have it be with Dio, and when they all get there, it's like he's too powerful.
Right, exactly.
And like Abdul like then sacrifices himself, or Polnareff does, or what have you. But
Star
Platinum. I didn't get enough breath in for that one.
Plus, they need like a good this stand user is going to be such a great story. Polnareff needs to like live to tell about it.
Crusaders, Heiji, so no Koradino, Kakakigome, end of the world.
Chi no kyoku.
Yes. Feels good. This is a thing. Through those disgusting glasses. That's so sickeningly brilliant. It's horrible. Shed the armor.
He should be dead by now since he's a kid.
Yeah.
But
wait. Yes! Way to fight, dirty Polnareff! Very dirty. If you were the main character, that wouldn't even have crossed your mind!
Yeah, okay, so her clothes are right there, so yeah, he probably turned into a little kid.
Oh. she's probably like a little like fetus, like a very tiny.
Oh, no way.
Oh no. Oh my gosh. And she was touching it for a while, I guess.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Holy crap. She'll die. Yeah, yeah.
Uh-huh. Wow.
Well, now you need to kill this guy, otherwise she's gonna
quickly.
die. Yeah. Oh, I really want him to die now. The pose he's making.
Yeah.
What is this? Whoa. Oh crap.
And he might not have Silver Chariot anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, now I'm actually like really invested in this because I want her to live,
Right,
you know?
she definitely could die.
She definitely could die, yeah. Oh, what is this? Some kind of horror video game?
A 4-year-old is outrunning a fully grown adult.
Yes. Ugh.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Oh no. Jeez. This is some boogeyman shenanigans here. He locked it. Oh. But she can get through.
Yeah.
Oh my god, they're way too high up. No. Oh, it's not strong enough to cut it anyway. Look at the little scratch it made.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, right, the axe.
Yeah.
I forgot that. Here's Johnny!
Yeah.
He's gonna say, here's... Yeah. Ah! This is such a reference. Oh my gosh. It's amazing.
Maybe he did.
That is true.
Just start messing up stuff at random, you know.
In the stuffed animal!
Yeah, because that totally makes sense. Or you could just go through all of them really fast.
I think he's having too much fun with this whole game part of it.
Uh-huh.
It's the bucket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, dang. Oh. Wait.
Was he behind the door?
Yeah, he's just behind the door the
He's
whole
already
time.
left?
Yeah. Oh my god, yes, the classic behind the door and run out technique.
I mean...
What? Oh!
Ooh!
Oh!
Ooh!
Dang! Oh! Polnareff! Oh my gosh!
That's how clever he was at 3 years old?
Behind the mirror! It's always the mirror!
Oh, he took the mirror out of the wall. Okay, nice.
Nice! That's amazing! Oh! Oh!
Oh, man!
Oh, his face is... Oh! That would be so painful! Ah! Oh, the earring dropped.
Oh.
That's gonna be a clue for Jotaro later.
Oh.
Oh! 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 That pose.
Yeah. And then little silver chariot's gonna come out. Yeah!
You seem to be sliced up by a sword as well.
The sun's pointing the opposite direction, so...
Yeah.
He's trying to move to the other side of him.
Yep. Oh,
oh, yes!
He touched it.
Yep,
yep. Oh my gosh, yes, 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 yes! Yeah,
so you probably won't be able to use it now. But watch, he's still gonna be such a thug child.
Also, there's
He'll just beat him
Iggy
with his hands.
Remember, Iggy is still out there.
Oh yeah.
What? What? Ah! What is? Yare.
Ugh.
With the point.
And he like pulls his sleeve back so he can actually.
He was a freaking violent delinquent as a 7-year-old too. Oh my gosh. Double tap.
An aura, and a. Yeah. No! Now his shadow's gonna be even bigger.
It's 38 and single, obviously. Retires. Oh my god,
Because totally not dead.
yeah, they pulverized him though.
Oh.
Whoa. Whoa.
Oh, wow.
That's what it is. Yes. Yes. Could there be hope?
But the thing is, then the two halves of the heart.
I know.
You know.
And watch, older Polnareff's gonna show up.
Yeah.
He's gonna be like, not him, obviously. Oh my gosh. Is Polnareff finally going to... Oh my gosh. Oh, Polnareff's not gonna say. He's not going to.
She's not recognizing the earring. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, she recognized it. Polnareff.
Oh, come on,
Come on, buddy.
Do him a solid, Jotaro.
He's basically saying, my duty. I can't let you get hurt in my mission. Wow,
Polnareff.
His one time he could have
He should have just said, yes, that was me, and I'll be back.
I know, but she would have tried to follow him and stuff. Don't say it, Jotaro! So Iggy wasn't involved in that.
Watch, the next one is going to be the stand user that Iggy had to deal with.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, what the hell are you? He just looks at the camera and just like, woof.
Wow. Wow. The episode's not over.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Cool.
Everyone's like, what did that guy just do? Oh, nice.
That is so cool. Okay.
All right.
Looks like an observatory watchtower along the edge of a fortress or something.
Something.
Okay. Very cool.
So does that mean now we're, like, at this point, we're now going into the, okay, we're going to be facing Dio.
We're coming into the final stretch, I would say. They have to find this place, though.
Yeah, that's true.
And I think that Dio is too big and egotistical to be in somewhere so small like that.
Right,
so it's
yeah.
probably that's the first clue as to where Dio is.
Or that, like, he was there at that point in time, but that doesn't mean he's there all the time.
Right, and maybe what they're going to end up finding there is another stand user that they then have to defeat or something.
Yeah.
But
Polnareff,
I am so glad.
You really are stupid.
I am so glad that Polnareff and Jotaro destroyed Alessi.
Oh yeah, that was great.
They tried to play it off as it retires. It's like, yeah, no, this one's dead. Like, now to be fair, death wasn't needed in order to remove the power. Just had to basically had to rescind the stand.
But that's a very dangerous stand, so you don't want that left alive.
No, that's a really nasty stand.
Yeah.
It's attached to a nasty wielder as well, because I think in someone else's world, that stand would be way helpful. Can you imagine?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, giving people immortality, basically?
Well, sure.
Yeah. All right,
that was satisfying.
That was a very satisfying ending to this little mini stand battle encounter thing.
Right.
And I felt so sad for Polnareff, but it's like, bro, we get it. Your duty comes first.
Right.
But you could at least be like, hey, here's my number.
Yeah.
Let's reconnect sometime.
Yeah,
it was a weird thing that happened. I will explain all of it, but you have to wait here for me to come back.
Yeah, because they have like 3 weeks left or something before, or less. So he could say, hey, in a month's time, I'll be back here.
You know what's actually,
and if I'm not, then that means I died.
Yeah, that's actually the sad thing, is that this could actually be a minor bit of foreshadowing that Polnareff is going to die. Because he's thinking about this as being like a very serious endeavor.
Right. Yep.
And imagine if she ends up believing that he's going to come back and he dies. He's putting her through even more heartache and stress and stuff. Better for her to forget. And if he ends up coming back, it's then his thing of basically saying, I have to live through this and do my duty. Because then if I do, I get essentially the opportunity to come back and just meet her.
Well, then he
doesn't have to play the card of, hey, I was the kid. He can just be like, hey, I know you're an amazing person, and we had that chance encounter randomly, and I want to, I want to make good on that.
Right.
And
and by the way, could I get my earring back?
That's the other thing. But
can
work up to.
Yeah, but the other thing is that, okay, if you think about the motivations of why a lot of these people are going after Dio, for a lot of them, it's a vengeance type thing, especially for Polnareff. So having something where he's actually like, he has something sort of to go back to other than just hanging out with the Joe Bros.
That's really cool.
That could be an important thing to make him maybe fight with regard for his own life, because I could see him very much being in sort of like a suicidal, all right, I'm taking you down with me kind of a thing.
Yeah, I don't think that's the case anymore because Jay Giles been defeated, so we don't have to worry about Polnareff being suicidal. I think we more have to worry about Joseph or none of the others really seem like they would have that problem, but I think Joseph would care enough about his daughter that he he might sacrifice himself for the greater good.
Here's the big beef that I have with the episode, but at the same time it's very fitting, is that when Jotaro turned into a 7-year-old and did his aura, and it was amazing and all of that.
It was amazing.
We did not actually see his face.
Yes, I know.
Because, of course, he's such an edgelord and, angsty even at 7 years old.
Oh, my gosh.
He's too cool for that. And he has to, pull his sleeve back to, point at him. And, And, of course, he's still strong enough at 7 years old, younger than Polnareff was when he first got made younger, to actually do all of that.
Yeah, I do think the main thing actually that was being done, though, is that it was for dramatic effect that he aura'd him, but now correct me if I'm wrong, but once he got hit with the aura, had he already tripped over his axe, or did the axe tripping come later?
The axe tripping came after that.
Because that might have actually been what knocked him out, because he whacked the back of his head.
Oh, sure.
So it more or less just kind of annoyed him and hurt him a little bit, but it was when he stumbled back and hit the back of his head that he was knocked out, it released the stand's hold over them. Then they came up and they were like, sure. I just love the looks that the stands had as they were excited to just destroy him.
One of the things that that was a tactical error of the highest degree, though, was that they knocked him into the air. Because if you think about it, now granted, he was knocked so senseless that he couldn't really use his stand, but if he had mentally recovered, he was now then high up in the air. His shadow, if he had been able to cast any kind of decent shadow, would have been much, much bigger. And then he could have he could have reverted them to sperm.
You are not wrong. That's a good point. We don't know the range limitations of his stand, but I would say that there has to be something involved there.
Sure, maybe he has to be in contact with his own shadow in order to send his shadow out to make people younger. I can see that.
But that's a good point. That's a very good point.
So,
I was thinking in terms of he is dead. The reasons we know that is because unless he was sent into space and then came back down into the water or something like that.
But even if he did,
he would still be dead.
Yeah.
Any type of fall from that height
will kill you.
Yeah,
so, unless potentially it's a bunch of hay, because there are stories of people falling out of planes and in one of those weird reality is stranger than fiction things. You don't really believe it, but
he's dead. And thankfully
retired.
Thankfully, he's dead. I did not like the prospect of this character having any longevity within the story of JoJo's.
Yeah.
I am glad though that the girl was saved. I did like she was turned into a fetus a little bit there,
right?
Because then it made Polnareff essentially the hero that can save someone else.
Exactly.
And we were then more invested in the story because the stakes of her dying are higher than Polnareff's, because we're not really worried about Polnareff dying,
even though they did.
We're worried about him being scarred for life or something,
And they did a great job of making Polnareff really be in danger, But at the same time, it's okay, Polnareff's not going to die here,
right? And even the bit where you could say this Alessi guy is kind of an idiot, the way he's not just killing Polnareff and stuff. You could tell he was the kind of messed up person that enjoyed everything about the act itself.
Right, exactly.
So that covers that whole plot hole. Yeah. But also the way he out-thought and out-maneuvered Alessi in the little room was great. Amazing.
I totally didn't I
did not see that coming.
Yeah, I saw the frame there, but I didn't realize that was actually a mirror.
Yeah,
or
me
it had
neither.
held a mirror.
Right.
And that now it wasn't there. And so just okay, that's
it was something where I noticed the frame as well, but because it didn't show it, I think, exactly at 100%, I didn't know what was inside it.
Right. Yeah.
Either that, or maybe that was just the obvious part. There was a part where they have Alessi looking at the room and there's an obvious frame there with nothing in it. It's
right, and then it's wow, how stupid is Alessi that he's looking at this thing that is this frame with a back to it and everything. Yep. nothing there. Like, it's not like it's there to hold like a painting or something, you know? It's just like there's a frame that holds something, and maybe there's some like still glue stuck to the thing, or you know, whatever, how the mirror was held in.
The one part that's, you know, not really as believable is the whole...
Are you in the teddy bear thing?
Well, no, not the teddy bear thing. Is the angle by which the mirror just, you know, always perfectly captures everything whenever they're used in JoJo's, you know, basically. So, like, you know, it's a flat surface. It's not like it's curved or anything. So if he just kind of looks at it from the diagonal and be like, hi, Polnareff.
Well, or just the fact of, like, I'm looking into this fish tank. Why am I seeing the door? You know,
right?
Like,
yes, like, that exactly, because the angle at which he's looking at it. But hey, you know what? I love that Araki has a weakness for mirrors and visual trickery. Because we go all the way back to Joseph's introductory episode, or the second episode of where he was introduced, where they use mirrors and some very clever effects. When, you know, when he brings out his fight against what was his name? I don't remember. The vampire. Strizo, I think so. Yeah.
Well, no, I think that was like shot glasses.
No. There was a mirror part as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
There was a mirror part, like when he's like noticing how the clock is off. Like, I'm talking like in the bar where they were, in that little restaurant or whatever.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you're talking about the part where he reflects it, assuming that he's going to send the vampiric essence at 2 places, and he guessed correctly. I think he puts it at like his neck and his forehead. But, but there was also the part with you know, Jotaro and all of them noticing in the desert that there's the guy you know, way out there with the mirrors and the sun and stuff, and they're just like
and the thing that made the mirror one work so well in this one, I think, is the fact that they had the obvious one of the bucket, right?
Yes.
And they had the bear too, and it's like, okay, if you really wanted to do like some like BS JoJo shenanigans,
maybe there was a zipper behind it and he jumped into it,
and
you know,
removed a bunch of stuffing and
this stuffing is
chucked it
squishy.
out the window, you know.
You can make it really tight and stuff.
Sure.
But yes, that's the ridiculous angle of it. But we thought, he's in the bucket,
and just get along with it already. And then
or the behind the door trick.
Right, exactly. But then it's like, it's none of these. Oh, okay. You know. It's
fun as a clever little goofy plot twist to keep us on our toes, because we think like, okay, when is Jotaro going to show up and just ora end things, you know? But no, Polnareff has got some longevity in his game here. Stabs out Alessi's nose. That was so awesome.
And that was awesome, but let's be real. If this wasn't a, you know, good guy show where the good guys can't actually kill people, they just retire them, right? He's dead. You know, you know.
I mean, he'd be dead in like 3 minutes or 2 minutes, maybe. But
sure, and until then, he'd be drowning on his own Adam's apple fluids and things like that. Yeah,
spurt.
Right.
But also, there is the range issue. His sword is not that small, not that long.
I mean, he was able to get it through the nose and all that stuff, so he could just stab.
Maybe, yeah,
just right there. But yeah,
I did like that. Also, Silver Cherry then went to town on his face, just because we've seen multiple points where Alessi is, you know, very big, muscular guy,
right,
but still has a lot of what we would call in JoJo's, I would say, more cowardly traits.
Right,
Is scared of adults. It doesn't act confidently, and any kind of wound instantly freaks him out. Now, this is contrasted with the Jo Bros, where they'll like practically be just blood all out, just everywhere, and they'll just be like, it's nothing.
Yeah,
and it's so ridiculous. But I like that the one time we have the character with the wide shoulder span of the, you know, the obvious stand user. This is the like the you know, the hentai, you know, freaky
right
you know, child.
Well, and more importantly, it's the juxtaposition of the person that's broad-shouldered and all that stuff, and you would expect to be, you know, real strong and all that stuff, but then is, you know, mentally one of the weakest people we've ever seen.
You could say that they're still a child in a man's body.
Yep. Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
But yeah, and then and the fact that it was the earring though,
yeah,
and it's the broken half of a heart earring.
Yes. It's like, so that's the reason why Araki designed this character model like all the way. It's like, okay, we need to have some kind of little identifiable trinket, some little token. What can it be?
Yeah.
Let's have it be earrings. What kind of earrings? Well, it would be fun to have a girl find one that's like half of a broken heart. Okay, cool. So there'll be earrings with half of a broken heart, and it'll hint at, in some ways, I would say, Polnareff's character being one that came into this whole Joe Bros situation with a broken heart.
Yeah,
of losing his sister and stuff.
But then also the fact that he's a huge flirt.
A super huge flirt.
So watch. When we finally get to part 4 of JoJo's, it's not actually going to be a descendant of Jotaro. It's going to be a descendant of Polnareff and this girl.
No, it's not. But I do like the idea of Polnareff living happily ever after in the desert with his lovely heroine that he was saved by and saved. That would be kind of cute. I do think, though, that this is the type of setup where they're basically saying, no, he can't have that.
Sure, they could definitely.
He's
do that
going
too.
on a mission where he is likely to die. He's not necessarily guaranteed to die, but I think we can also look back at previous kind of JoJo's experiences and stuff like that. And the boat went down, guys. Remember, the fact that there happened to be 2 coffins, that we don't talk about.
Coffin within a coffin.
We don't talk about I'm talking about the fact that Erina had a coffin.
Oh, right, and then Dio also had a coffin.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, and then there's also just the fact that, like, whenever, people show up to fight Dio in massive groups, there has to be the one person that exposits while they go to defeat Dio in a very slow-mo manner, allowing Dio to, of course, kill them. And
okay, hold on
Yeah, no,
here.
Polnareff's not that stupid.
No. What I'm saying is that Dio, I don't think, is going to be just, like, one fight.
If they had it be
it's going to be
awesome.
a chase thing, I would say, more than likely, where they're going to be on the hunt for Dio, and Dio is going to be like, you've found me, and he's going to be like, wait, I actually don't want to fight all 5 of them at once.
Right.
That sounds actually stupid. None of my subordinates have faced one of them at a time and won.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
Let's whittle this down to 3 of them, or 2 of them.
In addition to taking Jonathan Joestar's body, I also did some research, and I have stolen Joseph's secret technique
of running away.
That's right.
While laughing
Maniacally.
menacingly.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You'll watch his stand is actually just like taking menacing letters off the screen and throwing them at the Joe Bros.
His stand is to break the 4th wall.
Oh, that's Star Platinum.
Star Platinum's. Star Platinum's is so strong, he punches, he breaks the 4th wall down. But there was a lot of 4th wall breaking this episode. There was the, if you were the main character, you would never have taken a dump.
Yeah, okay, the fact that Polnareff fought back by just taking a crap and kicking it at Alessi's face.
That's amazing.
That's fantastic. That's so creative, and using what would be a detriment that you are a baby to your advantage.
Exactly.
Yeah, because one other thing, here's another, okay, now, I don't know how these stands work and all that stuff. And they were going to get lunch. They were probably on more or less an empty stomach. But any food that Polnareff would have been digesting would not have gotten smaller because Polnareff got younger. So that also may have saved him because, getting it out of your system, like...
They hadn't eaten yet, though.
Well, right, but, I mean, he did manage to poop, so that came from somewhere, Like...
Okay. But, we don't need to get into the physics of how much
the
fecal matter he was carrying around in his large intestine. Okay. The only, I would say, other thing is just that Iggy also broke the 4th wall and just kind of looked at the camera and was like, woof.
Yeah.
And I do like Iggy as a character. but I more like the shtick of the potential of the shtick that is Iggy.
Yeah, I would not call Iggy a character.
I would not call Iggy a character either. But do you really feel like Iggy is going to be like facing against Dio with them? Hey. Or is it just going to be like, woof, translated like F this, and like Iggy just like leaves?
That makes me think of a series of unfortunate events, the youngest kid, you know?
Yeah.
But I could see Iggy being very effective against Dio, because here's the thing. Dio is a notorious dog kicker and killer. So Iggy could channel all the hatred of the canines.
Oh. So what you're saying is that Iggy is going to die doing something heroic.
No, Iggy's going to avenge the fallen puppers by biting Dio very hard, hopefully where it hurts.
Okay, I am all for Iggy tearing off like Dio's dick with like a big bite.
And then of course he's like, you mongrel, you dared to face
and then
my
Dio
great
punts
manhunt.
Iggy into space. Like that's probably what's going to happen.
Iggy has a stand.
I know,
you know,
but like this is a Rocky we're talking about. Every single dog that's been introduced in this story has been like killed horribly. Yeah. So I don't really have high hopes
like
for Iggy's future in terms of living, but I am interested into seeing what the potential of the shtick of what Iggy represents and can do in the plot.
Hey,
where does that go? Where is the farthest they're willing to take that?
If Iggy defeated Dio, that would be pretty incredible.
That would be pretty disappointing to me. Like, let's stop joking here.
No, I'm saying like imagine if like they're all fighting Dio, and it's one of those things where it's like they're getting close, but it's just not quite enough
in the distance, and
all
this stuff just going back and forth. All the crazy stuff is
happening, but then Iggy comes in and does like something crucial, like tripping him or biting his ankle so he falls over or something, or something, right?
He gives them the sandy bite attack, and Dio's like, I hate sand, it's coarse and rough and irritating and it gets everywhere.
No, but like it's like the whole thing of like how the villain, a lot of times in stories where they don't want the main characters to kill the villain, right? And this is definitely one of those. They could kill Dio, but they might not. A lot of the times the villain will fall
be the
to
instrument
their
of their own undoing.
Yeah, exactly. But they could also have the animal companion help out in a way.
So Iggy is about to die,
Yeah.
And then he animates the sand to drag Dio and like try to drown him in it.
Oh, sand drowning.
That would be really intense. Or maybe it's just enough to where then Dio has to like utilize his stand to free himself. He uses his stun lock breaking,
whatever
2-minute
legendary
cooldown.
resistance, however you want to call it.
And then Jotaro comes in, instead of oraying with the fist, he remembers he has feet, and he kicks Dio's head off, like just kicks it so hard with his stand or something, and just poof, just Dio's head just flying. Woo! And then it would be like sand in the wind.
Sure. Yeah.
I just like the idea of a more dignified kind of Jotaro defeating Dio death rather than something where Iggy has really any involvement.
Especially if Dio ends up killing off a bunch of the Joe Bros.
I really do think at least one Joe Bro is going to die, at least.
Yeah, I
due
think
to
so
Dio.
Too. Yeah.
I think that if they have it be more of a chase, then I actually could see almost all of them dying.
Yeah, potentially, right? Because it's like, well, what would be really crazy, what would be really cool, is if they end up catching up to Dio, but then it turns into a reverse. The hunters become the hunted.
Yeah.
And then Dio ends up just picking them off one by one, and they're just like, ah!
I really think it would be really intense to see Jotaro be the only one that survives, and he turns into an even saltier yada daze kind of guy. That
way, it's like you thought Joseph was a grumpy old, tsundere grandpa.
Yeah.
Jotaro ends up being like way worse.
But anyways, we're theorizing on the ending of all this. So
and who knows how far?
Yeah, who knows? So, guys, if you want to watch the next episode's reaction right now, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get on early access there. You can watch full-length reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, where you can chat with us about stories or whatever. Anything that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.